Hey everyone, Sly47 here. A little bit of a change of pace today in videos. Just wanted to have a fun video, see everyone's thoughts in the comment section down below. Can't wait to see everyone's opinions on this, see what order they would put them in and or what other ships they would maybe add to this list. But we're talking about the top 5 most toxic ships in World of Warships Blitz. And we all know that feeling when a new premium drops. We do.
I was wondering what would break first. Your spirit? Oh, your buddy!
Yeah, it kind of feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? Oh, just destroys that meta, just gone. But let's jump into the top 5. So, number 5. Let's see if you can guess what the ship is. This ship is a cruiser that can hunt down DDs, hide and smoke. Oh, also it can hunt down DDs again, depending on which skill you want to go on, and is absurdly powerful with HE and AP. Doesn't matter what you shoot, pretty much. If you haven't guessed it, it's the HMS Belfast. This thing at tier 7 is, in my opinion, almost on that broke line. It is super toxic only because it can do anything you want it to do. And that just, especially at tier 7, where a lot of ships are kind of that like half-baked mode situation, this ship just does it all. You want to hunt DDs? Check. You want to set fires on battleships? Check. You want to smack battleships with AP and smoke? Check. You want to hunt down DDs in your smoke while you're spotting them via whichever way you choose, radar or sonar? Check. Just absolute annihilation at tier 7. This thing is disgusting in my opinion, and you have to say that at least the whole reason why it's so low in the list is that when it's put in a bad player ship, they kind of just sit in their smoke, and then you can be like, haha, free Citadels. But in a good player in that ship, God have mercy on your soul and your entire team. Good luck. Good luck. This thing will wreck your entire team, even with a minor ounce of support. You could have half your team as potatoes, and this thing is still a threat to that entire enemy team. So if you really want to be a little toxic and have all those skills and capabilities as a cruiser, this is definitely it for you. But please just get the battle honors done and just don't. It's super toxic for the meta. It's just super toxic. On to number 4. Can you get the hint? Okay. Hint is, this is the only ship that anyone ever says why we shouldn't have tier 10 respawn. It's the only ship that anyone ever says. And if you need an additional hint, it's got 15 disgusting torpedoes on it, and everyone loves this little piece of shit. And I say little shit because it's toxic as go. It's a Shimakaze. It's the only non-premium in this list. It's just so annoying. It is so annoying to play against because these things can just do an insane amount of damage, are super stealthy. Most of the time, actually, luckily, forget they have guns, which is nice. You know, they just kind of let themselves die once they launch off their torpedoes. But if you've ever made one wrong turn, you know what the pain of these torpedoes cause you, even in ships that have really good torpedo reduction. And that says something. This thing is an absolute powerhouse at tier 10, and it is stupidly powerful, especially in the right hands. Luckily, so many people hear this exact thing from me and so many other content creators that so many people go up it. You actually rarely run into a good Shimakaze player. Most of them are just, oh, I fire off torps and I leave the battle for, a minute and a half, and then I come back and fire off more torps. And if you can just pace yourself to the Shimakaze players in your game, it's super easy to dodge, and you take one or two maybe, but it's just these ships. So many people play them, And then, of course, when they aren't hitting their shots, what do? They just YOLO up to you and just hit you with a full broadside of torpedoes. that most likely you've tried to damage them in some way and they still get you, and it's super annoying. And the whole reason why anyone and everyone will say we do not want tier 10, this is the only reason. There are more toxic ships, but this is the reason why people do not want to actually have tier 10 respawn, because it will be full of nothing but these suckers. And that's sucks. I really want tier 10 respawn. Wargaming, where's tier 10 respawn? On to number 3. Let's see if you can figure this out, because even this idiot could play it pretty well. And of course, you put it in the right hands, it's just disgusting. But if you want to know what number 3 ship, just know is you need about 20 brain cells to actually make this ship work, because it's a point-and-click adventure. And if you haven't figured it out, it's the HMS Indomitable. This thing is absolutely atrociously toxic for tier 8. You see it on the enemy team, and you go, this game is going to be fun. This is it. Screw it. Do what you can, and everything like that. And the only reprieve you'll have in that game is if that entire enemy team is an absolute just potato, and basically you now get to kill an HMS Indomitable, and that's your highlight of the game. Doesn't matter what you do. You could get a double strike, lightning strike, who knows? That is the ship you want to kill, because this thing is so toxic for tier 8 meta. All you have to do is just point and click, and then maybe send out your fighters if you actually decide to. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? It'd be actually kind of fun if you actually do that. And if you have, let's just say, God forbid, you don't just have 20 brain cells. You have 40. You'll actually start sending your dive bombers out in the right timing, so much so that you can keep someone constantly on fire and constantly getting damage. And I've seen these things pull 120, 130 at tier 8. It's disgustingly easy. Put in the right hands, these things are godlike, in my opinion, even with certain carriers at tier 7 and 8 that actually are incredibly strong carriers. This thing is just so easy to use. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, let's go on to number 2. Let's see if you can guess the number 2 before I say what it is. It's a little destroyer. It's absolutely insane in its capabilities. It has AA that rivals the Worcester. It has the guns that piss off everyone. And then on top of it, it's got smoke and sonar for no good reason, and insanely good mobility and 360 turrets. And if you haven't figured it out from now, it's the Friesland. This thing, the meta has not been the same, in my opinion, for tier 9. This is the cream of the crop of tier 9. You want to actually have fun at tier 9? This is one of those ships. You will be hated for it, but this is one of those ships. I have one. I enjoy it for the AA and occasionally just maybe doing triples of them, and that's really toxic XC spot. Man, am I the problem?
Hans, are we the baddies?
I don't know. Who knows? Either way, raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by a Friesland, because there's probably a lot of people here that have. It is utterly disgusting. The fire rate, even if you're trying to deal with them and go after them as a DD, you really can't go up against them. They just do so much damage. You are not leaving that fight in good health. They will annihilate you. And yes, you might go, hey, at tier 9, tier 10, we've got some big guns. I can take out some nice DDs. These things will still just be annoying. They are super toxic for tier 9, tier 10. The only redeeming quality that I like out of them is their AA is absolutely pissing off carriers. So I don't mind. I don't mind that. But at the exact same time, I also understand and have been on the opposite side of those guns, where you feel like you're just like, come on, get it over with. Just get it over with. This is a death by 1,000 cuts. Just get it over with, man. Just kill me. But no, they've got to putt gun you to death just slowly as you burn with 1, 2, 3 fires. And you can't do hardly anything against them. And you just keep on getting hit. And it's just so annoying. Oh, God. But not as annoying as number 1. Nowhere near. About everyone knows what this is. About everyone. For the innocent few who have not been given PTSD via this ship, especially when a good player is behind this ship, it's got 16 guns, insane fire chance for that amount of guns, great fire rate, AP that people forget how much it chunks. Also, that AP can literally delete a tier 10 DD in 10 seconds from first salvo. Add in, guess what? It's got smoke and decent AA and great concealment. That, of course, it's the Smolinsk. You want to have the most toxic, the most overpowered ship in this game. Get this. And actually, Wargaming basically gave it out for like $50. So it's going to come back for that price. Again, $50-$60. This ship will increase your average damage by a ton. A decent player, and I'm talking like a 50% win rate player, will do 40 to 50k in this ship on average. It's incredibly easy to get that 40 to 50k. Oh, that's simple. That's nothing. Put it in the hands of a good player. You're now talking constant, big caliber level damage. Give it to a great or an insane player. Whose ever team they're going against, I don't even care if they're good. I don't even care if you're going up against a full Pramo platoon or F&D platoon or name any large group together. That player is going to do an insane amount of damage. And I know there's going to be comments down below. Oh, it explodes easy. It dies easy. Oh, I can shoot it all the time. I heard that all the time from my last SMolinsk video that I did. I heard that all the time. Especially my SMolinsk review. Oh, God. I wish I had that many good players on my teams to actually help shut down the SMolinsk. I know I'm a good player. There is no way you're leaving a fight with a SMolinsk without taking a serious amount of damage. A serious amount of damage. Especially in a good or an insane player's hand. In a mediocre player's hand, you might nuke it, maybe you won't, or maybe it's going to do a decent amount of damage, but it will still be incredibly powerful and incredibly annoying to deal with. And for all those people that are going to immediately post up, oh, just get better, shoot better, everything like that, please play more often. I'd love to learn from you, because ever since Wargaming has sold these ships for just straight cash, it's been absolutely annoying to play tier 10. Now, luckily, it's not as bad as the multi-meta because you actually can do something about it. But these ships are incredibly powerful. Put them in the wrong hands, or I should say right hands potentially, and they choose their engagement. They choose when they start fires, when they don't, how they want to move around the map, use islands well, everything that all of a sudden makes it. So, haha, you're on fire. Ha, you healed. Ha, and here's more fires. Deal with it, sucker. And you can't do anything against it. You can't in a good player's hands. So, this is, in my opinion, the most toxic, the most overpowered ship in the game. It's by no surprise. It's absolutely no surprise. And, yeah, it's just how it is. It's just how it is with tier 10, and you have to deal with this piece of shit. You do. You just gotta deal with it. And that's my top 5 most toxic ships in World of Warships Blitz. I cannot wait to see everyone's list down below exactly on how you feel about them. Would you change it up, position them differently, add a few to it, maybe just make a top 10, because there's a lot of annoying ships in this game, definitely. And I know this isn't like my typical content for this channel, but sometimes it's nice to sit down and just rant about ships that are really pissing you off. Which all of them are. They are absolutely annoying, and hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you happen to, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell to see whenever a new video comes up. If you want to join Discord to join up on streams, or of course get my up-to-date and quick opinions on there, because I'm on there very often. Discord link is in the link tree down below. Special thank you, of course, to the Patrons that help support this channel so much. If you want to help support there for $1 to $5, of course, the link is in the link tree down below. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Makes all of this video creation fun, and this entire community just an absolute blast to be a part of. And I'm glad that I can just facilitate this community coming together. This is not just me, this is also you. So thank you very much. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.